All right, and welcome back to another Thrift Store Finds Monday. I am JT, and today is the last day of January, and it's the warmest day here in Reno, Nevada, on the eastern slope of the Sierra Nevada mountains. So very nice day. Sean's at school. I did go to a thrift store. I only picked three. Two CDs and a concert DVD. Let me get right in to show you. And I'm a big Marty Stewart fan, and this is Live at the Ryman. This is from around 2004. Let me show you the tracks on here. I have a lot of Marty Stewart, and he's just super. I mean, I love country, bluegrass. I mean, what genre don't I like? But and this, I was surprised. This is a little bit rare. So it's even as a CD, this is worth a little bit. So that was a really cool find. And then I found an early Boston CD that's in mint condition. And I rarely do this, but I'll just show you. It's just minty fresh. And actually on CD, I have I have it on vinyl. There we go. Tom Schultz. I have it on vinyl, and I have it on the Volume Wars one. That whole thing really didn't bother me, except for mixing on playlists. That was kind of annoying. Anyway, and then this was so cool. This is really, really good. The Who, Quadrophenia Live. And just to watch John Entwistle alone with his bass guitar work on this is just so ultra cool. I mean, fantastic. Roger Daltrey and Pete. This is just cool. Oh man, I Am the Sea, just Sea and Sand, The Rock, Love, Reign Over Me. So Quadrophenia Live. And I have hundreds of concert DVDs. I love them. So now, thrift store finds. These are all, these are all true blue thrift store finds that I found actually in the recent past. I mean, when I say recent, because I'm an OG, I'll say in the last 5 years, 3 to 5 years. So first I want to show a record, and I was never going to show this. This is Bay City Rollers. The pop bubblegum band out of Scotland. And what does Bay City Rollers have in common with? Now, this is not a thrift store record, but what do they have in common with this? With the Ramones? It's that Joey and Tommy loved pop music, bubblegum. They loved it. I mean, they did Needles and Pins, Do You Want to Dance? And Tommy really got the idea from Saturday Night from Bay City Rollers for the opening, Hey, Ho, Let's Go, for Blitzkrieg Bop. So I just think that's so cool how they took, how they invented a super fast style, but very melodic and poppy. The Ramones, the first punk rock band, so cool. And here, I'll show you the hype on that. And the songs. And back to the Bay City Rollers. I did find this at a Goodwill. And it was the only record that was decent that day. And I almost didn't get it, but I got to tell you, I collect, a big reason why I collect is really for the musical history. I mean, it's really a big deal to me. How it's like a jigsaw puzzle, how all the pieces fit. It's just so cool. I just love it, man. This is my 50th year of collecting, you guys. I really started heavily when I was 14. By the time I almost turned 15, I had a list somewhere. It's somewhere in a box, and I had 45 records at age 14 that I went out and bought with my own money. Well, sometimes it was my dad's money, but either way. Now, here's a record that I found. I found this a long time ago, 7, 8 years ago. This is John Cougar, and before he was John Mellencamp, an American Fool. And I got to tell you, here in Reno, Scotty and Brian had just talked me into going to see Girls' School, Iron Maiden. This is 1982. I was 25 years old. They were 21 years old, and they were great guys. We skied, we extreme skied together here at North Shore Lake Tahoe, and they talked me into going to that show. And Scorpions headlined that show with Iron Maiden warming up. Can you imagine? And so the next show they talked me into going was John Cougar warming up for Heart. Now, my girlfriend Gail and I, we go down there with Scotty and Brian. Gail was pretty drunk, and we got right underneath John Mellencamp. And I got to tell you, I mean, it was amazing show. Phenomenal. John Cougar, and who's that drummer with the shaved head? He is just so good. They just stole the show. I mean, American Heartland rock and roll, US of A. I mean, it was killer. Even the Scotty and Brian, they were so excited. Well, we were right on the stage, and my girlfriend Gail was fading fast. And when Heart came on, she passed out. I had to bring her to the back of the Reno Coliseum, and I got to tell you, I wasn't that crazy about the Heart performance. I mean, I like Heart, but it's just that this guy stole the show. And again, that was 1982. And I'm a fool for Jack and Diane, okay? And Hurt So Good. I like the early John Cougar. I mean, he's a good songwriter, man. Telling you. And next, Off the Wall. Michael Jackson found this one, about 2 years ago, $1.50. None of these are over like $2. Most of them are $1.50. Yeah, that Bay City Rollers, I had to pay $3 because it's Goodwill, right? Goodwill. Ugh. But this MJ is just so nice to have. Let me show you. And next, guys, I'm going to show some country. And I grew up with country rock music. And New Riders, the Purple Sage, when I found this one, I mean, look at this cover. I mean, it's just black. There's no ring wear. And this is the Adventures of Panama Red. And my very favorite track on this is Lonesome L.A. Cowboy. Love that track. You really, if you like the Eagles and that sort of thing, please sample Lonesome L.A. Cowboy, and you're going to see what I'm talking about. What a great, slow swinging country rock ballad in the vein of the Flying Burrito Brothers. Now look at this great artwork on the inner jacket. And I'll show you, oh man, Kick in the Head is on here, LA Lady, and It's All Right With Me, and of course, Panama Red. And one time I went and saw Elvin Bishop with the New Riders in Vegas in 1975, and I talked to Elvin. He was so stoked. He had this amazing performance. He was right in the middle of a solo, sitting on the edge of a chair. He fell on his ass and didn't miss a note. And I was standing right out under Elvin, and I talked to him after the show. And I remember he goes, man, I really dig that song, Panama Red. And what a thrill to be able to talk to the great Elvin Bishop from the Paul Butterfield Blues Band. I mean, so cool. All right, let me keep going. Now, Russ from Mama's Records. Love that guy. And also Mark from Mad for Vinyl. What VC channel don't I like? I love them all. But these guys, I call them my bookends. I got Russ, I got Mark. And what I like about these guys is just their impeccable taste and attention to detail with collecting, with their records, cleaning records. Russ is like, he's into world music, he's into everything. And I love, Mark because he funky soul. He loves Al Green. So anyway, Russ was showing this gentleman the Bakersfield sound, and this is the Buck Owens Show, big in Vegas. And this is from the Bonanza Hotel. And today, I believe the MGM Grand Hotel sits right where this little hotel was in 1970. And we used to go have breakfast. Dad and he would bring, I was 13 years old. Before he worked on the Las Vegas Strip as a maitre d'. So he'd bring me over there. We go have breakfast in this little hotel. And I always remember seeing Buck Owens on the marquee. Let me show you. And we'd walk by the little lounge where he performed. And, Buck covers Big in Vegas on here, which was written by Buck. He covers Lodi, Together Again, I'm a Natural Loser, Cold, Cold Wind, Along Came Jones, We're Gonna Let the Good Times Roll. Sheesh, so fantastic. And I found this one in downtown Reno, actually about 10 years ago. Now here's one more, and I found this at the same little thrift store that closed years ago. And I love this. This is Buck, later Buck, covering Bridge Over Troubled Water in so many classic songs. I Am a Rock, Love Mine a Zero, Dylan, Homeward Bound, San Francisco Town, Catch the Wind, Donovan, and Bridge Over Troubled Water. And Russ just showed this on his channel, but it made me think I just went back to the garage and I picked these two Buck albums out to show. So Buck Owens and his Buckaroos. And next, guys, from Missouri, that would be, let me get this out of here. That would be the Dillards. And let me show you here. This fella here, that's Doug Dillard. And a lot of you are going to know this. Rodney and Doug Dillard formed, and their dad, Homer, was like a champion fiddle player, man. I mean, these boys can play. And of course, Gene Clark was so, Doug and Gene are Missouri boys, so they hit it off like two peas in a pod. And, when they started Dillard and Clark, they just had a blast. I know they did a lot of drinking and other stuff too. And that second Dillard and Clark album, Through the Morning, Through the Night, is so fantastic. I have it on vinyl. It's just a VG, but who cares? I remember how good it plays. And I found that one at a thrift store. It's kind of buried in my record boxes. But the Dillards, and this is Back Porch Bluegrass, and I have a lot by the Dillards. And next, I'm a champion of Leo Kottke and John Fahey. Leo Kottke, Mudlark. This is a wonderful album. If you don't know Leo Kottke, you got to sample a little bit because they're the champions of finger-styled 12-string guitar picking, definitely. And here's the back cover. So I'm getting there, guys. And I never show JT. I never do. But this is Mudslide Slim. And I found this one at a thrift store. And, you can close your eyes. It's got Machine Gun Kelly. I love Machine Gun Kelly. That's one of my favorite James Taylor songs. And it's got You've Got a Friend. And there's the songs. All right. And I have to show a little bit of Linda. And when she, in the late 80s, when she got together with Aaron Neville, and I love the Neville brothers, and Aaron Neville in particular. His voice, we listened to Aaron Neville a lot at work, a lot. And this is just so cool. Look at this hype here, guys. Don't know much. And this is really, really a fantastic record. Some people were just into the later Linda. Let me show you the tracks here. But Cry Like a Rainstorm is on here. And her and Aaron as a duet, it's killer. So Linda Ronstadt. And now I'm going to end it with some pretty cool records. Here we have, this is the record that the Metro is on, and this is Berlin. And this was cool when I found this. definitely very, very cool when I found this. So there's the songs, Pleasure Victim, and this is a 12-inch single, Wang Chung, Dance Hall Days. Love my 80s pop, new wave, synth pop, whatever. I love it all. Yeah. So, and I keep a lot of my 80s stuff together. So that's a section in my vinyl collection that I just keep together. I'm going to get these three boxes from IKEA and just put all my 80s records in there. I mean, I have other 80s records, but I used to call it my cheese 80s box. But then I realized how good the music was, and I didn't use that term at all anymore. Anyway, so the last time, guys, this is cool. I'm not going to say a lot about it. I'm going to wrap it up. This is Flesh Tones versus Reality. This was a very cool find in the shrink. And if you don't know Flesh Tones, please look them up. There's a significant member that went on to another band as an artist. So there we go. Hey, thanks for watching. I hadn't done a Thrift Store Finds Monday. Well, I did the 3 best of. That was fun. But I do have, I have a lot more thrift store records, and I'll see you on the next video. And thanks for watching.